Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pooja.
Very nice having you. We have Kalra, who's the founder and CEO of MakeMyTrip. You're quite a star in the entrepreneurial sector, and we all look up to you and other founders like you. What are some of the things that you might want to tell the founders who have been bootstrapping for a while and still taking it patiently, not raising funds and growing smoothly, versus there are some like Mama Earth, and we got a chance to speak to Ghazal and all also, who had a bootstrapping period of 6 months and then funds happened.
Yeah.
So like, how do you think we should take those calls or maintain that balance?
Yeah, so there's no one size fits all, right? And it's not luck of the draw. I think it's timing. Mama Earth probably found the right investor at the right point, and they got funded pretty soon. 6 months is nothing. Like I just spoke earlier at Tycon, we had great first year, and the next 4 years were totally bootstrapped. So it all depends. Bootstrapping is not a bad thing. It really tests your conviction in the business, how passionate and sure you are about the model when you don't have money. But here's the only caution. While I love telling young entrepreneurs ke lage raho, and literally lage raho munna bhai, I think resilience is the most important quality, but you must listen to the market signals you're getting, which means if you need to tweak your model, if you need to pivot, you should be open to doing that. So be steadfast, don't be too stubborn. So be resilient, but don't again just be so obstinate that main tas se mas nahi hoga. So you should be ready to, so long as you realize I'm improving every week, I'm getting better at what I'm doing, whether it's the conversion, cost of customer acquisition, whatever. So that's my advice.
Sure. And Deep, we've heard about your story and how it grew and became this. Now, at this stage, at this level, what is it that you aspire?
So, for me, I don't think the job is still done at MakeMyTrip, to be honest. Very proud of what we've built. But for me, the real vision is, or the real final goal summit will be when every customer is a brand ambassador. So I think we have some way to go, and that's what keeps us going.
Right.
So not financial milestones, those are all good to have, but it's when every customer is like, wow, it becomes our brand ambassador. Right. So then we have to stop advertising.
Sure.
So, and some brands enjoy that, and we'd love to be that. So I think there's work to be done.
And there's this top 1 or 2 or 3% of India, which is mostly, I mean, most startups that we see are catering to them. Maybe the top 3, 4, 5 crore people. When do you see that time that this pie is going to substantially increase for some of these regular products, which is very common to upper middle class?
No, it's a great question, and it's already changing. I can tell you, Pooja, our rate of growth today and our young population and everyone having a mobile and having 4G, 5G, now talking about 6G connectivity, it's already changing. And payments is ubiquitous. So I think already those numbers have changed a lot. I would say online now, the numbers that the market is talking about is a much larger number who are doing something or the other. Sometimes it's a small food order, sometimes it's a cab, sometimes it's an auto hire, sometimes it's a rail ticket or a bus ticket with us. So that pie is now, we are talking about, I think 300 million already now getting touched with that.
Wow, great. Yeah. And Deep, today if you were to start another business, if at all there was something that could excite you, make you jump out of bed in the morning, what would be those 1 or 2 or 3 things that you might do differently than what you did when you were hustling through the MakeMyTrip journey?
Well, a lot of learning. So firstly, I think I still would love to do it in travel. I still think it's the most amazing line. I love it. I think AI is going to be obviously the theme, the game changer. I think more of a pure play. I think we ended up with far more people than I ever thought we'll have. I love people, but wanted a smaller team, more of a pure play. So I have a lot of admiration for companies which are very lean teams. Again, pure play companies. A company like WhatsApp was 42 people when they got sold, and what an incredible company. So I would love to build something around that in my...
Sure. Would you like to share something about your investment portfolio?
So...
How many?
Yeah, too many direct deals, cutting them back now, only investing in people who I've worked with. Okay. So the decision is binary. Okay. Either I love them or I won't invest in them because I worked with them, I know exactly. Otherwise, I go through angel funds. So I've invested in a bunch of angel funds. I believe they're the experts, let them do the work. I will probably end up spending a couple of meetings, couple of hours with entrepreneurs, do a little bit of research and take a call. How can I match it when these guys will do 50 to 100 hours on a deal? And I'm very happy that they make that.
And from an investor's journey perspective, there are a lot of people who start investing and they look at some of these obvious options for investment, and then startup comes much later. What is an ideal portfolio that someone should look at in the beginning?
I think it all depends on where you're coming from. Is this money that you have at discretion and you want to play the new economy? But if it's your entire portfolio, then definitely that's the right thing to do, which is do startups later. It's high risk, right? So build a nice, align it with your goals. So then you'll have fixed income, you'll also have equity. And depending on how much you want to get out of it, do you want to preserve capital? Do you want to take high risk? Do you want to take low risk, more fixed income? So it's a blend of these. And today there are enough wealth managers to help.
Sure, I'm sure. And one last piece, when will MakeMyTrip start taking cryptocurrency as a mode of payment?
No plans right now. I think we want to make sure that it's totally kosher and legal. We want to abide completely with the laws of the land. It's a very cool thing to do, but not at the cost of,
And when do you think the industry will be ready, or India will be ready for things like those, or is it still too volatile to even predict?
I don't think that's very top of mind. What's top of mind for India right now is how we get into AI, how it doesn't get out of hand, can we regulate some of it? Big tech regulation is happening. So all of that is happening.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Nice talk.
You.
Nice chatting.